Hello, Central Oregon. It's championship day here at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Portland for the Oregon High School State Wrestling Tournament. We've been following three unique wrestling stories: two brothers from Bend High looking to become simultaneous champions at Mountain View, a father-son duel with one last ride together before they say goodbye, and at Redmond High, a senior looking to lead the team back to the championship.
Let me introduce you to a wrestling tournament. A tournament most of these wrestlers have been dreaming about for a long time. For some, the moment their foot hit the mat, winning this tournament is all they've ever wanted, all they've ever thought about, all they've ever trained for. It is a tournament where the best high school wrestlers in Oregon compete until only one wrestler from each weight class is hailed the victor. For Redmond's Joey Downing,
it's been a dream of mine since I was 5. I've been practicing in the same mat room for 13 years, and so just seeing champs on the wall get filled in, seeing their pictures get put up, and just dreaming about me getting up there. My brother did it 2 years ago, and so it's my dream to be up there with him, with all those champs, solidifying myself in history, so it's pretty important to me.
So I got 2 more matches left of high school forever, and so gotta stay focused, gotta keep preparing myself properly, and just be ready for those challenges.
he finally got his hand raised on his final attempt senior year.
It feels so good. I feel incredible, man. This is literally my main dream come true.
Hugging his coaches, teammates, and friends one last time, one last embrace. Sometimes that's what it takes to reach the podium, a whole lot of love and faith from those who have love and faith in you.
My friends drove up from Redmond to come watch me. They've never watched a wrestling match in their life. And I got my family here, my teammates, and so it's just incredible. They all have shown so much support to me throughout my entire life, and it just means so much to have them here with me.
The Panthers may not have regained their 5A crown, but when you reach for the top, you usually end up still pretty high up. Third place is a great achievement. For Mountain View senior Jackson Potts and father/head wrestling coach Dan Potts, this was one last goodbye.
How long have you been head wrestling?
This is first year, first and only.
When the Mountain View wrestling program couldn't find a head coach this season, Dan said he would step up, but this would be his only year.
I tell you that people that don't know the sport very well, it's an amazing amount of hours outside of what you see, and even just the practice room. Like there was times through COVID where we're traveling over the mountain for a practice, you know, and since he's been a little guy, I mean, it's thousands of hours in the room, and then at tournaments, and finding tournaments around the country to go to and challenge yourself.
After spending years coaching his sons through the Mountain View wrestling program, Dan is stepping away from coaching.
I'm super appreciative of the time I've had with our program, with the kids that have given their time and their efforts to the program, and just I love it. It's been part of my life since I've been a little kid, and I've had nothing but awesome experiences with it. So, but like we said, you know, things change, and we're going to move on, and we're going to be excited about those, and I know that the program will continue to thrive and be in good hands.
It wasn't just a goodbye from Dan to coaching.
It's been awesome, amazing. I mean, he's like kind of what got me going through it, so without him, wouldn't be where I'm at today.
But also a goodbye in the form of one last match together as father and son.
Seeing him first after the match is definitely like amazing. I mean, just him and me growing up in the sport together, so it's good to kind of end out our coaching / wrestling that way, yeah.
I think it'll hit me more later once we move away from it, but tonight was awesome. You know, again, he had a great performance and controlling and dominating the match, and just special, you know.
What a better way for the returning state champion senior to cap off his high school career than to win it all over again. For the Larwin brothers,
We've been running around this wrestling room since we could walk. We've been, in here and rolling around, learning how to wrestle, and just being Dad's little helper and whatnot. And now we're here and we're the varsity starters at Bend High, and it's cool. It's awesome to have your training partner and your drill partner as like your best friend that you get to go home with every day, eat dinner with, bond with, as your brother, and it's awesome to be able to be a part of that.
Both with the goal to earn their first state title together to become simultaneous champions this year.
So if he did get his hand raised, what would that mean to you as your brother seeing him accomplish something?
It'd be
the greatest thing in the world to me. It'd mean more to me than winning a state title for myself.
You know, it's still cool to be in the semifinals with your brother. Like, we're both state placers guaranteed now, which is super cool. Placing in state is a really big deal, regardless of where you place at. But, you know, it's been a dream of mine to win this tournament since I was a little kid, and I know that Leif has the same aspirations and goals.
The thing about the state tournament is, if most of these kids have the desire and aspirations to become state champions, and there can only be one.
When I got the fall in that match, I mean, I can't really put the feeling into words. It was just all the hard work that I put in this season, just and in my entire life, you know, built up to one moment, and that one moment was that moment that the ref just slapped the mat.
For there to be one champion, there has to be a lot of heartache and a lot of other dreams shattered.
His weight class was one of the toughest in 5A, and he was able to make his way all the way to the finals, where he just fell a little bit short and lost one position, but won the rest of the match. And just sometimes that's how it goes, I guess. He gave 100% effort, and you know, that's not always winning, but I still think he found success. And I mean, he placed, last 2 years he's placed 5th. This year he was a finalist. That's a huge deal. And he just came up a little bit short. But I think that I think he absolutely deserved to win. And I think the only reason that I was able to win is because of having him there for me every day as my workout partner and my best friend.
Let me introduce you to a wrestling tournament. A tournament most of these wrestlers have been dreaming about for a long time. For some, the moment their foot hit the mat, winning this tournament is all they've ever wanted, all they've ever thought about, all they've ever trained for. It is a tournament where the best high school wrestlers in Oregon compete until only one wrestler from each weight class is hailed the victor.
We're going to train super hard and get Eric his state title because that's what he deserves. And going into this, we've got freestyle and Greco coming up. And I mean, we're going to start training next week. We'll take a couple days off, but that's it.
At the Oregon High School State Wrestling Tournament, I'm Steele Haugen for Central Oregon Daily News.